All right, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be basically walking you through and explaining the best way, hands down, without a doubt, the best way to get customers when you're first starting out with your car detailing business, okay? When I first started, I was posting on Facebook groups, I was, setting up my Instagram, posting videos, and I handed out flyers at one point and just letterboxes, tried Facebook ads for myself, but failed, spent too much money, couldn't figure out what was happening. So it seemed like I tried all these methods, more or less from behind the computer screen to get customers. And I was like wondering, like, what the heck's going on? Why the fuck am I not getting any customers? Why do people not want to use my services? I couldn't explain it. It wasn't until I was told by a mentor that I had at the time that the reason you're not getting customers in the door is because you're trying to bring customers in through digital marketing that, basically has no social proof and just wasn't enticing. And, my customers weren't hanging out on Instagram. And it was like, I just didn't understand what he said when he told me that first time, you need to hustle. Okay. Now, this is what I actually teach my clients and my students as well to this day is basically you need to hustle. Best way to get customers is to go out there in the general public and actually speak to people, speak to strangers, okay? This means going around local businesses. This means going around door knocking. This means going to potential community events, okay? This means getting out there and speaking to the general public and showing your face and talking about your new business that you've started and the services that you can offer to bring people in, all right? To get new customers, because without that, all right, it's going to be very hard for you to get customers online unless you have a very good marketing strategy. You're using an agency potentially, or you just know how to run a very, very high performing campaign. Google ads, meta ads, these can work. But if you do not have those people skills to begin with, then you're going to struggle to convert them over the phone or in person anyway, even if they do find you online. You need to build up these foundations from the start, these people skills, these communication skills, sales skills, which are paramount to growing your detailing business. And this is the reason why I was avoiding this method at the very start, because it was so intimidating and I was so anxious. I got anxiety about the thought of going out there and speaking to strangers about my business. I was just hoping to put a post up on Instagram and get a ton of DMs going, sure. And then I'll just tell them the price and they'll be like, yeah, absolutely. Of course I'm going to spend $400 with you. I've just sent you a DM. It's like, it doesn't work like that. Okay. You need to develop these skills. And I struggled at the start, as everyone does. Right? I struggled at the start because I hadn't developed those skills, those people skills necessary, to engage in customer relationships and actually convert them into a customer, to build trust, to build rapport, and to just ultimately, build that relationship with the customer, which is super important. Okay. Now, the best way to do it is to get out there in public and talk to people. And yeah, I was just like not keen on that idea at the start. I didn't want to do it. I avoided it. And my business was proof of that, because it just went, it didn't go up. I wasn't getting more and more clients on a regular basis in those first few weeks or so. That first month, it was a struggle. And I came to the realization, and I was like, I need to hustle. I need to actually make this happen. No one else is going to make it happen. People are just going to come knocking on my door going, hey, I want to use your car detailing services. I need to make this happen. Right, I'm going to make an effort to go out there, meet strangers, get good at communicating, get good at talking, get good at building rapport and trust with these people. And ultimately, as a byproduct of that, they will start to use your service. You'll get customers in the door. People will want to use your services. All right, now let's talk about the best approach, right, when you're actually out there in the public talking to potential customers. Okay, so let's say the best strategy to get customers in the door is to go out there, speak to people, make an effort to speak to hundreds of people on a daily basis if possible, because you're guaranteed to get customers, because where are those 100 people located? They're located in your local community. If you can speak to tens and tens of people on a regular basis every day, then you're going to get some customers. It's just natural. There's a demand for these services, right? People need car detailing services. 1 in every 10 people, I don't know the exact stats, but I guarantee that 1 in every 10 people will want to use your service. As long as you can build the trust, the social proof and authority with them, they'll use your services, okay? So let's talk about it. The best way, first of all, the less intimidating way, is to go around local businesses. Okay, local businesses in your area, they've got the doors open to the public. You're not going and knocking on anyone's private place of residence. Okay, you go into some local businesses and just introduce yourself. Here's how I like to do it. Okay, I like to target some local businesses in my area or build out a list. So I want you to build out a list of 50 local businesses in your local area, okay, that are potential businesses to have your type of customer. Okay, now obviously the type of customer that you want to attract, whether that be everyday wash and vax or premium high-end car detailing, I recommend the latter, but it's up to you the type of business you want to build. Okay, so pretty much I will have my prices or the set price and service that I want to go out there and do. It's a full detail. Okay, I want to go out there with the aim of just selling one service. I don't want to complicate things and offer too many services. I want to sell just one service, which is the full detail, full interior detail, full exterior wash, and a paint protection. Okay, this adds value to the customer. Okay, it protects their paint. So I'll go out there. I've got my list of 50. I'll start off just one business at a time. Some of these businesses could be like real estate agencies, gyms, I don't know, coffee shops, restaurants, accountancy firms, offices. There's a ton of different businesses that you can go and walk around and introduce yourself. It doesn't even matter if they don't have your target audience there, because it's just communication skills that you're developing. You're building these essential skills for growing your business. Okay, it's like a muscle. The more you do it, the bigger it's going to get. Okay, the more you work it, the bigger it's going to get, the stronger, the better. And that's just how it works, right? That's just the nature of the law of physics, right? So pretty much, okay, walk in the front door of a business. Hey, what's up? My name's Aaron. I run a car detailing business, just started in the local area, sort of just walking around local businesses in the area and introducing myself and, the services that I can offer. Have you or anyone in this building ever used a detailing service before? Then they go, oh, yeah. Actually, Gary out the back, he gets his car detailed on a regular basis. It's like, oh, cool. Awesome. Well, what I'll do is I'll just, if you don't mind, leave my business card with you. And, if you or anyone else is interested to get in contact, and then Gary, might come in. He might come from out the back and go, hey, actually, yeah, I'm quite interested. How much do you charge? And you go, hey, look, well, how about this? I'll grab your email off you if you don't mind. Then I can send you some more information later on. But basically, what kind of car do you have? And kind of build some rapport. Find out what car they have. Find out, if there's anything in particular that they're concerned about the car. Find out a little bit more about the previous detailer they were using, if they were using another detailer. Just build up a rapport. Have a conversation with these people. It's not just a 1 minute in and out. Try and actually have a conversation with them. Try to, get to know them if they're interested. All right. And then once you've built that trust and rapport, then it's like, okay, yeah, look, what we can do actually is we can do a full detail on your car, right? And it's going to cost X amount. Okay. But look, what I'm doing at the moment, because I've just started, I'm doing a 20% off for my first, 20 customers that I get. Okay. You'll be customer number 4. So, you're going to get that 20% off. How does that sound? And they'll go, yeah, that sounds awesome. Sounds great. Yeah, let's book it in. And then you go, hey, oh, look, how about this? I've got all my equipment with me out the back now. Is your car here? Why don't I've got some time on my hands right now. Why don't I just go out there, get it done in the next couple hours? You'll still be at work. And once you finish work, you'll come out to a brand new car. How does that sound? You go, oh, yeah, if you can do it now, that'll be amazing. Let's go. So I highly recommend you have all your equipment with you ready to go, because, the chances are someone's going to want you to do their car right then and there. Okay. May not always happen. And I'm not saying this is guaranteed, because it depends on your current situation. But, I would go out there to local businesses, and usually a 1 in every 10 or so, okay, would book in a car detail service, if not get it done right then and there. That means that's 10%. That's 10% chances of going to get a detail booked in that day, right? So if you can work it out like that, it becomes a numbers game. If you go visit 100 buildings, 100 different businesses, or 100 houses, whatever, you're almost guaranteed to get to book in 10 jobs, right? And those 10 jobs could equal, a couple grand, depending on, how you price your services, the offer you have. I had a podcast with a guy recently. He was running a window cleaning business, right? A window washing business, okay? 60% of his customers came from door knocking, right? He had the system so dialed down that he would go out there and he would know exactly how much money he's going to earn each and every day, simply because it was a numbers game for him. His business did about 170K in about 7 months, right, with this window washing business. So, man, and you can do something similar with a car detailing business. You can go out there and earn, 50 to 100K in 6 months in the summertime if you nail this system, right? And then what happens is it starts to snowball. Because you're getting so many customers in the door, you start getting reviews, your Google business profile goes up, you start posting more content online. You eventually start to get the ball rolling. You don't have to rely so much on door knocking and, going around local business or just being out there in the public, okay? But in these early stages, the number one way to get customers, and it's guaranteed as long as you, put in the work and you say the right things and you visit enough places, you'll get a customer. So people sitting around on the couch, they come to me, they go, Aaron, I don't know how to get any more customers. I can't get customers. And I go, how many businesses did you visit today? How many houses did you go door knock today? They go, only 1 or 2, or I didn't go to any. And I'm like, well, there's your problem. Get out there, If you come to me, you say you can't get customers, you don't know how to get customers, I'm going to say, how many people have you spoken to today in person? Because it just becomes a numbers game. I'm telling you right now. Now, when it comes to what you actually should say when you're out there visiting businesses, or if you're door knocking, that's sort of a different script altogether, because when you're door knocking on private places like private houses, they're not as inviting. It's a little more intimidating. You're going to get doors shut on you. You're going to get people telling you to fuck off. It is just part of the game. But you're going to get people that go, hey, yeah, I'm super interested. Now, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what I would say if I'm going to go door knocking on a private house. Okay, and this sort of typically will work for me. It works for my clients. It's a brief overview of what I would say. If you want the full script, I'm going to put it in the description below. Okay, you can go and access that. I'm not going to gatekeep it at all. You don't even have to give me your email if you don't want to. I'm just going to give you a Notion doc. You can just go access that. Okay. Now, pretty much this is a rundown of what I would say. Okay. First of all, the best place to go door knocking is in the neighborhood where you're just working on a car. So let's just say you've got a customer, okay, and you're going to go detail their car. That area is the best place to go door knocking to start with. Okay. Now, what you can say is you go down to the neighbors' houses. And you can say, hey, my name's Aaron from Auto Clean Detailing, just down the road there, detailing John's car today, and we're doing this nice full detail on it today. But I just thought I'd pop around to the neighbors and just sort of introduce myself. I'm going to be using some vacuum and power tools down there. So if the noise is bothering you at all, just come let me know. Feel free to reach out. But I noticed you got a nice Mazda in the car here. That when was the last time you had that detailed? And they'll go, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, that hasn't been clean for a while. You can do mine next if you want. A little joke that a lot of people say. But you go, yeah, no, on a serious note, I do have some time after this job. If you would want me to come and do a full detail for you, I'd be happy to. What I'm doing is I'm running a 20% off just for all the neighbors in the area right now, for anyone that wants to get booked in. I've only got one space available this afternoon though. So, I am going to go see some of the other neighbors. So if you are interested, let's lock it in. You go, yeah, okay, how much? How much? You go, all right, sweet. So, $325 for the full detail service for this car will make it look brand new. And, what I'll do is knock off that 20%. So it brings it down to, not going to run the numbers right now, but you get the point. Okay. Something along those lines. Create some urgency by saying, I am going to go see some of the other neighbors. So if you are interested, create some scarcity by saying, I've only got one spot after this car. So, if you're interested, let's lock it in and then I don't have to go and visit anyone else. that is going to help you book them in and get another job that day. Now, obviously, if you don't have enough time that day, then you can sort of reframe it by saying, hey, look, why don't we book you into the calendar, pencil something in, I've got some space, tomorrow at this time. The rest of the week's looking pretty full, but I can come back this time. You can still build some urgency, you can still build some scarcity, which are going to help you convert that into a booking, okay? Convert that client into a booking. So the other approach, obviously, is if you aren't detailing a car in the area and you just want to go door knocking around some nice residential areas. I highly recommend around sort of mid-income level suburbs. Don't necessarily need to go to those real wealthy suburbs, just sort of like middle class is a good place to start. So pretty much all you need to really say is something along these lines, okay? Again, if you want the exact script, go below to get it. Pretty much I'll just knock on the door, they'll answer, what do you want? I'll go, hey, my name's Aaron, I run auto clean detailing, a mobile car detailing business. We've just started up in the local area. I was just driving through the neighborhood. I thought I'd just introduce myself to a few of the neighbors, hand out my business card if you're interested, and sort of just get to know some of the people in my area. I noticed you got a nice car out the front here. When was the last time that was detailed? If they don't have a car out the front, then you can sort of just say, have you ever used car detailing services before, or anything like that? And then just start the conversation, build some rapport, get to know them a little bit, get to know their car a little bit. Is there anything wrong with their car? Have they ever used a car detailer before? What was their experience like? Is it actually dirty? Do they have pets? Find out about the customer or the potential customer. Build a relationship with these people. The goal shouldn't be to go out there and just get money off people. The goal should be going out there to introduce yourself to the local community, build some customer relationships, and potentially lock in some deals. Okay. My mentality is that I'm going out there, right, to introduce myself and my new business, right? And the byproduct of that is I might get some potential customers. Ultimately, once you dial it in and you have a real good understanding of your numbers, you could be like, okay, I'm going to go out there and make $1,000 today because I'm going to go and visit this many places. I'm going to go and door knock on this many houses. Okay. And seriously, it is as simple as that. But like I said, it starts to snowball. Your business starts to grow. You don't have to rely on door knocking, although it is still effective. You can start putting your marketing efforts into other areas like paid ads, which can help you scale, building a website that ranks high on Google business profile and reviews, and a few other digital marketing strategies that really work and are effective when you know how to use them properly. But if you don't have those communication skills, if you don't have the foundations built, if you don't have social proof, then this is where you need to start, okay? So get out there, knock on some doors. Let me know in the comments how your experience goes. I'm interested to hear about it. And if you want more content like this, please subscribe and leave me a comment. It really helps. Cheers.